Welcome. I am so glad that you are here today. This space is a place for people who are learning and growing. We talk about self-expression and how to find your voice. We explore what it means to live with empowerment and positivity. We even touch on how our finances can support our personal growth. Today we are going to explore a very simple but powerful truth. You have permission to change. You do not need to wait for anyone else to approve. You can give that permission to yourself. Think about a small seed planted in the earth. A single green sprout pushing up through dark, rich soil. The sprout slowly pushes its way through the soil. It grows into a small plant, reaching for the sunlight. Over time, it might bend in a new direction to get more light. It will naturally drop old leaves to make way for new growth. This process is not a failure. It is the very definition of being alive. People grow and change in the same way. We open ourselves up to new ideas, new experiences. We leave behind old habits, old beliefs that no longer serve us. This is not wrong. It is simply life, unfolding as it should. This journey of personal evolution can feel lonely at times. You might look around and feel like you are the only one changing. It can be confusing when the path you once walked no longer feels right. But you are not alone in this experience. So many of us feel this pull towards something new, something more aligned with who we are today. The world tells us to be consistent, to be predictable, but our inner wisdom often whispers for us to be true. Listening to that whisper is an act of incredible courage. It is a commitment to living a life that truly fits, from the inside out. So, let's take a deep breath together right now. Let this space be a sanctuary for you. A place where you can explore these ideas without judgment. Be honest about your fears, your hopes. We will walk through this topic gently, with kindness and curiosity. We will look at why change is natural and healthy. We will talk about the feelings that come up when we start to shift. My hope is that by the end of our time together, you will feel a little lighter. You will feel a little more empowered to take your next small, brave step toward the life that is waiting for you. You will not be the same person you were 5 years ago. You will not even be the same person you were last year. The job that once excited you might start to feel draining. The group of friends you once saw every weekend might feel distant. Your tastes in music, food, books will naturally shift and change. This is not a sign that you are broken or that you have failed. It is a sign that you are growing. You are learning from your experiences and evolving. It is a beautiful and necessary part of the human experience. You are not meant to stay stagnant. You are meant to expand and become more of yourself. Imagine a favorite jacket that you wore all the time in your youth. You loved how it made you feel, the color, the fit. It holds so many memories of who you were back then. But years have passed, and when you try it on now, it feels tight across the shoulders. The sleeves are a little too short. The color no longer feels like you. You might keep it in the back of your closet out of sentimentality. But every time you see it, it reminds you of a past that no longer fits. Then one day, you decide to let it go. It feels a little sad, but it also creates space. You make room for something new that fits the person you are today. Think about a hobby you once poured your heart into. Perhaps you loved the energy of late-night concerts and crowded parties. That was your way of feeling alive and connected. But now, you find more joy in quiet mornings with a cup of tea, a peaceful walk in nature, or a deep conversation with one close friend. You have not failed at being the fun person. You have simply changed. You have listened to your inner needs and chosen a new way to find peace and connection. This is a sign of maturity and self-awareness. It is a celebration of your growth, not a loss of your old self. This process of outgrowing things is constant and gentle. It happens in small ways every single day. The podcast you used to love might not resonate anymore. The career path you once dreamed of might be replaced by a new vision. It is okay to honor the person you were while making space for the person you are becoming. Each version of you has served a purpose. Each one has taught you valuable lessons. Thank that old version of yourself for getting you this far. Then, give yourself the grace to step into the next chapter of your story with an open heart. Now let's keep moving gently, with kindness, and with a clear, honest look at how guilt shows up when priorities shift. As you begin to change, you might notice a heavy feeling creeping in. That feeling is often guilt. You might feel guilty for wanting different things than you did before. You might worry that you are letting your family down. You might worry that you are letting your friends down. You may fear their judgment. You may fear their misunderstanding. You might even ask yourself, am I being selfish for wanting this? These feelings are incredibly real and valid. They are a normal part of the process of change. But it is important to remember that guilt does not always tell the whole truth. It often speaks from a place of fear, not from a place of wisdom. Guilt often whispers fearful questions into our ears. What if they do not like the new you? What if you make a mistake and regret this? These fears are rooted in our deep human need for belonging and safety. But when you feel this guilt, try to pause and ask a different question. Ask yourself, who am I making this choice for? Often, when we are honest, the answer is that we are choosing for ourselves. We are choosing to honor our own well-being. Choosing yourself is not a selfish act. It is a brave act. It allows you to show up in the world as a more whole and authentic person. Here is a small, gentle practice you can try. When the feeling of guilt arises, find a quiet moment. Say this simple phrase out loud to yourself. I am allowed to change my priorities. Just saying the words can create a little space around the feeling. It can soften the grip that guilt has on your heart. You can also try sharing your truth with a trusted friend. You could say something like, my energy has been low lately, so I need to find a new pace. Honest communication can ease the fear of judgment. It helps others understand your journey and can make the process of change feel much less heavy. Remember that you are not responsible for managing other people's reactions to your growth. Some people may not understand. They might be comfortable with the old version of you. Your change might challenge them in ways you cannot control. Your only responsibility is to be true to your own path. Over time, the people who truly love and support you will learn to love the person you are becoming. Guilt can be a signal, but it does not have to be a stop sign. You can acknowledge the feeling with kindness, and then continue to move in the direction that feels right for you. Labels can sometimes be useful. They can give us a sense of identity. They can help us find our community. They can make us feel seen and understood in a complex world. But labels can also become cages if we hold on to them too tightly. They can limit our potential. They can prevent us from exploring other parts of ourselves. If you cling to an old label, it can stop your growth in its tracks. It can keep you playing a role that you have long since outgrown. Releasing old labels is a powerful way to give yourself the freedom to evolve into who you are meant to be now. Maybe you were always known as the quiet one in your family, or perhaps you were the responsible hard worker at your job. You might have been the funny friend who always had a joke ready. These labels may have been true for a season of your life. They may have served you well for a time, but they do not have to define you for the rest of your life. You contain multitudes. You can be quiet. You can be bold. You can be responsible. You can be playful. You can keep the parts of these labels that still resonate. You can gently let go of the parts that feel restrictive. Try this simple ritual to help you let go. Find a piece of paper and write down the old labels that feel heavy. Write down the names and roles that no longer feel like you. Take a moment to look at each one. Then fold the paper up. You can tear it into small pieces. You can crush it in your hand. You can safely burn it. As you do, say something like, "Thank you for the lessons you taught me." Then follow it with, "I am now free to be more." This small symbolic act creates mental and emotional space. It helps you breathe a little easier and step forward with less baggage. Human beings are creatures of habit. We often choose what is familiar because it feels safe. The familiar path is predictable. It feels like coming home to a place where we know every corner. We know what to expect, and there are no surprises. But what is familiar is not always what is right for us. It is not always what is aligned with the person we are becoming. Sticking with the familiar can sometimes mean staying stuck in a life that no longer brings us joy or fulfillment. It can mean ignoring the quiet call of our own heart. Alignment is about choosing what truly fits your soul right now. It means making choices and taking actions that match your deepest values and your new goals. It is about listening to your intuition, that inner voice that knows what is best for you. Choosing alignment can sometimes feel risky. It might mean stepping off the well-trodden path and into the unknown. But this is the path that leads to a deeper sense of peace and calm. It leads to clearer decisions and a life that feels authentic and true. It is a choice for integrity over comfort. Imagine you are standing in a small boat tied securely to a dock. You can stay there, close to the shore. It is very safe. The view is always the same. You know exactly what to expect. Or, you could untie the rope and sail out into the open water. The wind might feel different on your face. The color of the water might look new and exciting. You might feel a little nervous, but also a sense of freedom. Choosing to sail is choosing alignment. It is a declaration that you trust yourself and the person you are becoming. It is an act of faith in your own journey. Change does not have to be a giant leap. It's more sustainable when it happens through small, kind actions. These practices help you integrate change into your life in manageable, gentle ways. They build confidence in your ability to evolve. Here are a few simple steps you can try today. Pick just one to start with. Begin with kindness and self-compassion, not perfection. Each small step is a victory. First, a short mirror check-in each morning. Stand in front of the mirror. Look yourself in the eyes. Take a deep breath. Say out loud, "I am allowed to change and grow." It may feel silly at first, but repetition rewires your brain. Your evolution is not only okay, it's necessary. Second, practice the small no. Identify one energy-draining thing this week. A meeting, a social event, a favor for someone else. When it comes up, say no politely. No long explanation needed. "Thank you for thinking of me, but I will not be able to make it." Finally, practice the tiny yes. Pick one small curiosity to try. Listen to a new kind of music. Try a new recipe. Take a different route on your walk. Say yes to that small spark. Tiny exploration opens you to new possibilities. These small steps build on each other. Change becomes a gentle, winding path, not a steep mountain, and each small choice matters. Sometimes, seeing how others navigate change can make it feel more possible for us. Let's picture a woman named Maya. For years, Maya prided herself on being a top performer at her high-pressure job. She loved the thrill of meeting tight deadlines. She worked long nights to prove her dedication. But over time, she started to feel a deep sense of exhaustion. She remembered how much she loved to paint as a child, how the colors and the calm focus brought her joy. One day, she made a small decision. She bought a simple set of watercolors and a paintbrush. Maya started painting for just 1 hour before work each morning. That small act began to change everything. She felt lighter, more creative, more connected to herself. Soon, she made another brave choice. She talked to her boss and arranged to cut one of her late-night shifts each week. Some of her friends and family worried. They asked if she was losing her ambition or if she would struggle financially. But Maya felt more like herself than she had in years. She started a small savings jar for her art supplies. She had found a new kind of balance, not overnight, but with slow, steady, kind choices. Even when you commit to changing with kindness, old feelings will likely resurface. The feeling of guilt might come back for a visit now and then. It might show up when you have to say no to an old friend. It might show up when you choose a quiet night in over a family gathering. When this happens, the first step is not to fight it. Simply breathe. Acknowledge the feeling without judgment. You can say to yourself, "Hello, guilt. I see you are here." Naming the feeling takes away some of its power. It allows you to observe it instead of being consumed by it. Once you have acknowledged the guilt, ask yourself a gentle question. Ask, what would the kindest choice be for me right now? Sometimes the kind choice is to rest. Sometimes it is to stick with your new boundary. Sometimes it might even be to compromise in a way that still honors your needs. We learn how to navigate these moments by trying, and sometimes we will make mistakes. We might say yes when we meant no. We might push ourselves too hard. That is all part of the learning process. Be incredibly gentle with yourself when this happens. Offer yourself the same compassion you would offer a dear friend. It is also crucial to let go of the pressure to change perfectly or quickly. Your personal growth is not a race. It is a slow, unfolding path that is unique to you. There is no finish line you need to rush toward. You get to walk at your own pace. In a world that often celebrates speed and productivity, choosing a slower, more intentional rhythm is a radical act of self-respect. When you feel pressure to hurry up, take a moment to pause. Remind yourself that you get to choose your own beat. Trust the timing of your own life. Trust your heart to guide you. Trust each small step you take, even if you cannot see the whole path ahead. Some days you will feel bold and confident. Other days you will feel uncertain. The journey of change is not linear. It has twists and turns, moments of progress, moments of rest. Keep showing up for yourself with kindness, with patience, with a willingness to keep learning as you go. And keep going. You are allowed to change. Let that simple, powerful sentence sink into your heart. Let it be a quiet promise you make to yourself today. You are allowed to change even if no one else around you is ready for it. You are allowed to choose peace over performance. You are allowed to choose your truth over the comfort of others. You are allowed to let go of who you were in order to become who you are. You have permission to choose the life that fits your heart, not the one that is expected of you. This is your life to live, and you get to design it. If this message resonated with you today, please consider liking this post and sharing it with someone who might need to hear it. Subscribing to this channel helps us create a larger community of people who are committed to growing with kindness. Your support allows more people to find a safe and encouraging place to explore their own journey. And if you would like a little something to bring more joy and encouragement into your daily life, please visit us at www.1012expressions.com. We have created fun, supportive merchandise designed to cheer you on and remind you that change can be a beautiful and stylish process. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Thank you for being open and willing to explore these tender parts of the human experience. Remember to keep your heart gentle as you move through your days. Remember to keep your steps steady, even when they are small.